This one is just another white pill moment. I want to give a shout out. I want to give props. Evangeline Lilly, Marvel and Lost Star. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I, I butcher these names. Evangeline Lilly, and I watched her on Lost. To be honest with her, she probably had some surgery. I didn't even recognize that she was the person from Lost. I love the. Let me know if anybody else watched Lost back in the day. That was a great show, I thought. Marvel and Lost star Evangeline Lilly protests vaccine mandates. This is not the way. This is not safe. This is not healthy. This is not love. Couldn't have said it any better. She took to social media. She did it on Instagram to confirm her attendance at Washington, D.C. protests over the weekend in support of bodily sovereignty. The actress went on to explain that she stands in opposition to government mandated vaccine policies. Is it weird that you like the business that she's in? This feels like she had to come out of the closet to confirm. She took to social media to confirm her attendance, like it was something weird or something odd or something to be ashamed of. So it took courage. This did take courage. You can say what you want. I don't know her finances, but she's probably well off. I don't care. That's her business. That's her livelihood. That's what she worked to get into that industry. And she's putting it all at risk right here. She could get canceled, especially, I mean, you know how they treat women in Hollywood. They're supposed to be this, woke and loving environment. When these actresses get older, they take them and throw them out in the trash. That was before all this other cancel stuff. So now that she's saying that, she's getting up there. I watched her on Ant-Man, so I'm not really that familiar with the Ant-Man stuff. She can get discarded in a heartbeat. I was in DC this weekend to support bodily sovereignty while Canadian truckers were rallying for their cross-country peaceful convoy in support of the same thing Lilly wrote. Let's go. The Canadian truckers protest has had a cultural impact, and we'll get to Elon Musk supporting them after this. The truckers protest has almost forced people to pick a side, because either you are vocally supporting it or you're silent, and that means you're a waste of our time and you're against it, or you speak out against it. I believe no one should ever, so this is going to be interesting. I believe no one should ever be forced to inject their body with anything against their will, Lilly added. I understand the world is in fear, but I don't believe that answering fear with force will fix our problems. Yes. I like how she's presenting it. Now, she is as we go on here, we'll see that she's pro-choice. So that's interesting. Lilly concluded that I was pro-choice before C19 and I am still pro-choice today. I'm fine with that. I think I'm not going to get too much off on the tangent, but with the pro-choice stuff, I think that people on both sides are inconsistent here. Either you have control over your body or you don't. Personally, I believe I would hope for pro-life, but legislatively, you have the choice. And ultimately, I think it should be left up to the states. That's going off on a tangent, but we can, even if you disagree with her pro-choice stance, let's focus on where our interests are converging. I like that interest convergent is actually a critical race theory tenet. Lilly made headlines at the start of the pandemic. So in March, she came out and she said, some people value their lives over freedom. Some people value freedom over their lives. And she had to apologize for that. Can you believe that? This is the Instagram post. Can you believe She had to apologize for that? My direct and special apologies? I hope with her coming out the closet now, she does not apologize for anything. Don't do that. Stand up. You can clarify, explain, but I'm not going to apologize comment like that. If I do something that I think is wrong, I'll apologize. Don't get me wrong. Interesting that Variety has reached out to Disney for comment on her most recent post. Why would Variety have to reach out to Disney for comment? That's what I'm going to end with. What do we need? What's there to talk about? She said, "I stand with the truckers for freedom." What does Disney have to do with this? It obviously, in my opinion, Variety putting pressure on Disney to say enough, to try to stop her. Let me know what you think.